Hello friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sherry. I wanted to share a new project with you today, so I'm working on a little journal here. And I already made it quite a bit of progress on it because, well, let's just say I had some video faux pas this morning. And now that's why my video is so late today. But just as well, you can jump forward here, forward fast, and I'll show you where I'm at. So no biggie. So yeah, I wanted to make a little journal out of this little bird book, and I'm going to finish my sewing journal, which is, you've seen that unless you're brand spanking new to my channel. But yeah, I'm working on this sewing journal. Tomorrow I'm going to finish it off. I got to sew in the signatures and then just go through and just, put the finishing touches on, but it's pretty much done, I think. It won't take, hopefully it won't take me too long to finish that. And then I'll have a flip through of that for you this coming week, and it'll be in my Etsy. But meanwhile, I wanted something to work on and do today, so this is kind of a little itch I wanted to scratch, right? So this little bird book was the one I took apart, and I had showed you where I used, like, here's the pages right here, and I was using them. I was using them this past week to make these really pretty bird pages. I was using them to make some journaling cards, and I was going to tell you the copyright real quick on here. This is an old book. I was thinking 1960s, and I looked again, double checked the copyright, which is right here, and it's 1949. So yeah, right. I don't know if you can see it, but right there. So yes, it's an oldie. So I had cleaned it up. There was some cellophane on here that I took off, and I did a new spine. Let me take my signatures out. I did a new spine this morning, and I picked this pretty fabric out. I received this fabric in Happy Mail, I believe, from Laura. If you watch this, maybe you remember this fabric. And she sent me a bunch of fabric a few years ago. It's been that long already, right, Laura? Maybe even more, but it seems like at least a few years ago. And I've been using it here and there, but I still have some left. And this pretty one jumped out at me when I was looking for, I had a couple pieces to choose from, but this one was by far the best, and I had to use it. So I made the spine here with that fabric, and here's the inside, that pretty fabric. And then I left the original bird paper here, but I made two pockets, and the pink, matches the pink in the fabric here. But these are pockets that fold up. I wanted to try that in here. And so then you have a little pocket. Let me see. Let me grab a piece of ephemera. And so you have a little pocket right here. And I wanted it wide enough to fit a nice, like, library card or tag or journal card in there. So I didn't want to make it teeny tiny. So that's why I kind of took up the whole space there to make those pockets. And then you have this little lift up space where you can glue something in, both pieces here you have, or you can write here, whatever somebody wants to do. So that is the cover so far. And then I started working on the signatures. It's a 1.5 inch spine, so you can see, like, when it's open, it's going to be like this if it was all the way, like, filled up like this. So quite a chunky little journal. It's 4x6, so like the index card turned, the bigger index card, not the 3x5s, but the 4x6 turned on their side. That's about what that is. So I'm going to have 3 signatures in there, and these are the signature covers that I've done. So these are pretty scrapbook paper that matches the colors in that journal. And then I've added some pages so far. This one is a flip out, or I can sew or glue this together and make a tuck spot, whatever I end up doing. But see how these, I'll show you the paper pad I'm using, but all of these 3 coordinate. This is the same pattern as this, but this is a darker pink version, and this is the lighter pink version, and it's all double-sided scrapbook paper, so it's pretty on both sides. I'll show you this one too. That one had like a gingham inside, and this one has light pink polka dots, and it has this little trim on the side too, which I thought was really pretty. It looks like crochet, like printed crochet, right? So that's scrapbook paper, or like cardstocky paper. And then I have added some papers to each signature. So that's where I'm at. So now I thought I'd just add some more papers. I'll show you the papers I've added so far. I think this one has one of each paper I've added so far. So this was a cool, like the primary writing paper, but this one is very thick. It's not the thin one like that you get from Dollar Tree. I found it at a thrift store, and it's thick, like really thick paper. And I made a pocket out of these since whenever I make a pocket, I like it to make it with the thicker paper. So this was nice and thick, and the first signature here had the either, tuck spot or flip out. So I made a pocket there. And then this next piece is a really cool piece. I think I got this in Happy Mail, and it has like a blueprint on it. It's not all over blueprint, but here, so you can see it says plate pocket, and then it has lines here, and there's a piece of this, and I don't know if there's one in each, but there's one in at least one other signature here. And then this is coffee dyed ledger paper. So that's where we're at. You are caught up just like that. So I'll show you. I wanted to show you some other papers I was using because I wanted to start the signatures off with this pretty scrapbook paper, as a outer cover, and I think that protects the papers inside too. And then I go for I have a pile of kind of eclectic or random papers that I put in a pile as I dye them or, receive them in Happy Mail or whatever. I make a pile, and then whenever I need paper, I go to that pile and I say, let me find some interesting papers, right? So I have this, I think this was an extra. These are extra ledger, so I might add those in later if I need them. But I have some of this paper here. This is, I think this is dyed paper. I'm trying to think of what I dyed it with. Let's go ahead and start cutting though while I'm trying to think. Tie-dye. I think this was tie-dye ink or whatever coloring. So tie-dye dye. So let's see. Let me use the inside, one of these inside pieces. I guess I'll use this one as the template here. And so we can go from there. So I'm kind of like, as I go, I'm kind of like just trying to figure out the best way to cut the paper so I don't, waste any paper or, make too many scraps. So I can either do it this way on, this is 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I can either do it this way, and let's see if and this one will be really short, not really short, but like the papers, I wanted the outer cover of the signatures to be full size of like the book size, and then the inner papers can be different sizes, right? So this can be different sizes here. So I could cut this to make the most out of this paper. I could cut it. Let me cut it. Let me go ahead and try it on this one. This came out, I really like playing around with when I'm coloring paper, so I probably put something on the paper to make this ring, like a bowl or a cup or something, probably a bowl. And that came out really cool, I think. I'll get a little ring here from whatever I put on there. And then you get the different shadings on here, so really cool. And that ring you can see on both sides there, but this was going to be a page like this. So then I will go ahead and cut this in half. I just want to do one, and then I'll do the other one and just see how this comes out. Kind of experiment with this one, and then we'll decide how we want to do the next one. So if I do it like this, it'll just be, it'll be a little bit shorter than this. Actually, not even that much shorter, huh? So let me go ahead and fold it in half. See, it's not quite enough for like a flip out or even a tuck spot. So what I would do is just go ahead and fold this in half and cut the extra off for both of these. So I'll go ahead and do that. There's the ring. That's pretty cool, right? I like papers like that, just kind of, random different dye effects. And then you can put whatever you want on them. Pictures. You could even draw on them, or of course you can write on them. But it's just something different and unique. because, you know, no two, I don't think any two dyed pieces of paper come out the same, you know. They're just, every piece is different. Every time you dye paper, that it all comes out different, right? I think that's how mine is. So I can never make two batches exactly the same, so, and I don't really want to. So I like them when they're all different, right? So, okay, so that was in here. This was in here. I'm going to do the same thing to this one, so I have enough for all 3 signatures. But I'll go ahead and put this. I think I had this. Let's see. This is lines. Let's put this plain one. I think I did have it here. And then this ledger, which is, you know what ledger is. It's, you know, all kind of boxes and lines and things. And then we'll put the pink paper. Oh, I'll show you something too, which I thought was really cool. I already noticed on these signatures when we're about ready to finish. I'll show that to you, but this one should fit in here. Okay, and then I can make one. I can make 2 more and then decide if I want to use all 3 or all 4 in here. I have 3 signatures, so I'm putting 1 in each signature. Of course, I can put the other one in there. I just want to see what other papers I have first before I commit to 2 of these pages in there. I pulled out quite a few, and I have more I can pull out, so I just kind of wanted to put different, like 1 different page in each signature, even if all the signatures have the same type of pages, if that makes sense. So actually, I won't even fold this one in case I decide to do something else with it. So I'll put that over there with that extra ledger paper. And again, let me use this one since it's right here as a little template. So I hope everyone's having a good, you know, very nice weekend. Pleasant, restful, whatever you need it to be, getting stuff done. You know, if you're on vacation, having a nice time. If you're at home, having a nice time. So, yeah, I am trying to get things done around here today. I did quite a bit of cleaning during the week, and so today I just had to straighten up. My family came over too. That's another delay I had, but you know, family's number 1. YouTube comes second, I guess. I don't know if that's really second, but you know what I mean. Family had to come first, so they came over and we had a good time having some dinner. It was my youngest son's birthday this week, so we celebrated that, and I did a little taco bar. He loves tacos, and had a good time with the tacos. They came out really good. I did something different. I added to the mix some pineapple. If you've never put pineapple in a taco, or if you've never had a Hawaiian taco, like Hawaiian, like I had one at a restaurant, so that's why I thought of the pineapple today. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to put some out, and I tried it in my taco, and it was very good. I just put things in the taco that I thought would go with the pineapple, and it was very good. I really liked it. So that's going to be a new ingredient now in my taco bar. Okay, so we got 3 of those pink pages. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. So, you know, you've got this olive color here as like a background. There's some olive flowers there on olive, like a darker olive, and some yellow in the olive flowers. And then you've got pink and red. So those colors. And if you turn and look at the side view here so far, you see all the pink, you know, the covers to the signature. So I thought that was really pretty when I noticed that today as I was finishing up this morning working on this. So I'm going to work on this probably some more on video tomorrow, hopefully, unless something else strikes me. But yeah, I think I'm going to work on this tomorrow. Woo, that was loud. Sorry. And also, I want to, off video, I'm going to finish up my sewing journal and get that finished. So let's see. What else did I pull out? So I've got some blue here. This is also tie-dye dyed papers. I've got some of this I definitely want to put into. Let's go ahead and put this in. I need to take this apart a little bit. Let me grab my scissors. I just took it out of its cover this morning as I was pulling paper out. I took the cover off. But this is a ledger book that I picked up at a thrift store. And it's probably like, you know, I'm sure it's a newer one. But I just like the colors of the lines. Let me show you real quick. I'm sure you've seen these before, but this one has the like pinkish, it's almost a pinky peachy color. blue and the blue lines. And you can see the different, you know, how the pages are. Really, I think they're really pretty, and I thought they would look pretty in here. And something, you know, another type of ledger paper. I have the green ledger in there that's been coffee dyed. Let's see how easy or hard. I might have to pause while I get this out of here. I got to take the strings out. And I was thinking I should have done this before I turned on the video, right? Yeah, this is going to take a minute. So let me pause, and I'll be back in a minute after I get this loose. It probably pulls right out. I just have to get the right one loose, and then it'll probably pull right out, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that came out pretty quickly. I just cut a couple of strings, and then I was able to pull along strings out. In case you've never taken these apart before, they actually came apart pretty easy. And now I should be able to just pull. Yeah, the paper out. I wanted to get it out. Oh, there's still some strings in here. Wait a minute. Did I miss them? No. No. Oh, it's just in there with the, oh, there is some strings in there. Okay. They were hiding. They're like inside the holes. Like they're not on the outside of the holes. They're inside the, in the inside of the holes. Okay. But yeah, I wanted these to come out as a whole piece here, so that I can, you know, I'll cut them down for this journal, but I will be able to have these nice wide pages for a bigger journal. So that's why I like these little journals like this, and besides the pretty paper. So let's see, how about if we, first of all, go ahead and get a template here again, and see if I want to, will I be able to just fold this in half? Like take this and fold it in half? No, that's a little bit small, like that. A little bit too, like that's not going to be enough paper. So I could do it that way. Let me see about this. Like if I do it this way, I'll still have to cut off this and this. Or it could be a fold out. I just don't want to do too many fold outs, you know what I mean? Like you can get carried away with fold outs, right? Let's see. So see how this would be like quite a bit over. Not a lot though. So hard to decide sometimes. So I think I just might, well, and then I could have some smaller pages with the bottom part if I do it like that. So let's try it. That way I won't have any scraps, you know, or any waste. Oops, let's move that over there. Okay, let's go for it. So these two pages will be, I'll go ahead and do these two pages the right size as far as the length. I'm going to cut the fold off here. That's just a little teeny sliver. Then so I'm going to fold these in half, make these little pages. Nice little pages. Very pretty for a journal. And then these, again, also can be some shorter pages. And it is nice to have different size pages for some interest. So I'm going to do that. All right, so we've got those. Let's see. So this is, oh, this is my template. So that was right here. So I do want to have at least 3 of the full size. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one more. Let's see. Okay, and I'll put this over to the side. Let's cut one more. Okay, so I need to cut the fold here again on this one. Don't I? Where's the, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. So, there we go. Sliver again. Oh, did I cut that straight? Hold on. That is not straight. I need to cut it straight. Let's try that again. All right, why isn't it giving me a straight cut? I'm putting it in there straight, but I'm going to look at the line there and cut on the line. There we go. Okay, that should be straight. Okay. Now, I'll measure with these and just put this like this. Figure out where I'm going to cut. Let me put it up here so I can see my line. And get down to business here. Have a little crafty fun. So I hope you're crafting along with me or just having fun doing whatever you're doing while you're watching. I do like to watch videos when I'm working in the kitchen or cleaning my house as much as possible. I have a video on and, you know, try to see what's going on. And usually I do pretty good with, and if I need to save it and watch it again later, I will do that. Make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so we've got 3 shorts, 3 little short ones, and 3 longer ones. So we're going to have our pages done before I know it. That is good. Maybe I'll have this little journal done before I know it. Okay, so I think I kind of need some color. Like I have color here. I feel like I need some color up in here. I don't want to, well, let me go ahead and put this one here though, because I have the ledger page over there. Oh, that looks really pretty next to the pink too. Okay, so that one will go in the middle so far of each of these. And let's see, the longer ledger, the full-size one. And I do have 4 full-size ones, so I'll have an extra one. Like that, and then maybe this little one I'll put up here where I said maybe I need a different color. So that puts some little pink and blue in there. I might put some more in there, like maybe that one of the blue ones up in here too, to add some color up in there. So yeah, let's add the little one here in each signature. Let's see how I want it. I think I want it like this. Nope, it looks good like this. Let's see, so this one has less pages. I got to get one of the primary pages and cut for this one because I didn't get enough out before when I was cutting the primary pages. So that one, I owe that one a page of the primary page, and then this one has all the pages. So we're good on this one. And we've already got the ledger in there. So do we have the ledger in all of them? Yes, we do. Okay, so let me count. See, this one has all of them. So we've got the cover, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages already. So I don't like to put more than 10 pages. You could even stop at 6 pages, but I kind of like to I like to push my boundaries and just put as many pages as I can, so that the journal can be used as, you know, much as possible for whoever gets it. And so, see, it's kind of like, you could say it's full right now, and I'm going to put 4 more. If I've got 6, I'm going to put 4 more. Well, did I count the cover? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 3 more. So it's 10 altogether, counting the cover, signature cover. Because if you get more than that, first of all, it gets hard to sew in. And second of all, you've already got it alligator mouth before you even put any ephemera in there. So see how it's already kind of looking full if I let it go? It already looks full in there. Can you see that? So yeah, by the time I add 3 more in each signature, it's going to be plenty full of pages. So let's go ahead and add this blue one for a different color, and a color that you can write on, and you know, it's not too dark, so you can write on it and things like that. And so I need to cut this down to size, and I have this one right here I can use. Let's see, now how was I doing this? I just did the pink one, and I think I cut it this way, didn't I? So that I could, yeah, that's what I did. So I'll go ahead and cut these 2 in half. I think that's what I did. That's what I'm doing now. Okay. my slivers off. Okay, and then so I'll turn them this way, and then I'll get my, let me go ahead and, what did I do? I folded them all in half and then cut the edge off, I think. So, okay, so I've got, I'm going to have one extra of each page. I'll have to save them for another little journal. I've got a couple more of these little bird, well, yeah, I do have 2 more bird books and I think a butterfly book or something like that. So I can make another one, some more of these little journals. So let's see, and I left the other one unfolded when I did that one in case, you know, you never know. In case I changed my mind and decided not to use it for a page in a journal, I could use it for something else. Okay, so I've got, let's see if my paper cutter will cut through all these 6 layers here. Yep, it did. Okay, cool. These are nice strips too. These could be used in collage. Those could be really pretty since they're the tie-dye, blue tie-dye. Okay, back, this is extra. I'm going to put the extras over here so I know what I'm doing. Now, I was thinking about putting a color up here near the front because we've got the pink in the middle, the pink at the beginning. Let's see. Let's put it, let's see. Yeah, about right here. That will be pretty, I think. And it does look pretty next to that ledger paper. So we've got that. So just after the short piece of ledger paper. Well, this one is missing a page. This is the one I owe a page to, which I have to get out of my closet and cut down. So I will do that after the video. And now this one, another blue after the little ledger page. All right, shaping up quickly. So I think, all right, so let me show you in case I run out of time. I pulled out, this is coffee dyed paper that I made. I don't know, like I said, every batch comes out different, and this one came out, so a couple of these pieces came out really dark, and I kept those for me. Like, I sell coffee dyed paper in my shop, but they're mostly kind of, you know, solid coffee color, and this one came out so dark, and I didn't know if anyone would like it, so I kept this one for myself. And then I have these random pages that I've done in different collabs and things. Like this one was probably the napkin collab. I thought I'd cut some of these down. They're real pretty pages, book pages. And this one has a pretty napkin on it. This one has a duck from a napkin, you know, collage, kind of like collaged on it. And this is 2 pages hinged together. This is coffee dye paper with some pretty washi. Thought I might cut that down. And then just see here's some coffee dyed, like some kind of paper, crinkly paper, don't know. Some kind of interesting crinkly paper that I coffee dyed. Here's a green food color dyed paper where this was in the napkin collage where this little bird was from a napkin, and I put a little cluster right there, and that's super pretty and colorful. And this is another bird from that same, I think that same group of napkins, or another napkin. Anyway, little blue bird there with another cluster on this ledger paper, coffee dyed ledger paper. And then I have some braille paper I can cut up and put in. I have more braille paper. Oh, here's the other. Is this braille paper? Oh no, that's the only one I have in here, but I have some more put away. So, and then this is a coffee dyed coloring book page. I thought these came out really pretty. I want to make some more of these. Those are so pretty. With the paisley and the coffee dye, they just look so much better than when it was white. You know what I mean? And it can still be colored, but it just looks pretty like that. And this is the coffee dye computer paper, you know, the one with the track. This is a piece of it that I coffee dyed. And here's a little map page. I just pulled that out of my scraps. A pink piece of paper with white on the back, that's a scrap. I thought maybe I could use that somewhere. A hymn book page that I pulled out of my scraps because it has the fold in it. So I didn't want to put that in my listing. And that's pretty much it. So I am running out of time. So I will continue to work on this when I can. If not tonight, off video, I will come back with you and work on it some more tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. do some crafting with me tomorrow. I don't know what time my video will be out, but sometime probably, I don't know. Whenever it's out, it's out. So I'll see you then, and thanks for watching today. Happy crafting and have a great night.